Right, hello, this is Leeds Rider 93 here, and you join me on a gloriously sunny day in Leeds. This sort of stuff never happens in Leeds. It's always raining. Or it's just overcast in general. So this is a sun vlog. So today the plan is to as I'm going to work now. What is that? I can feel something tapping against my foot peg. Something's just not right. Anyway, this is my bike. It's a 2001 Yamaha Phaser. This is a good place I need to show you around it. Done 11,000 miles. It's 11 years old, and it's in basically mint condition. So obviously everything's done to it. I've got to put my up to make cable away. Got a mobile phone holder for my handlebars. I've got a top box on it. I've got an automatic chain oiler down there. So one or two things to it, nothing major really. Performance wise it's the same, the standard apart from the limiter on it, 33 brake horsepower restrictor. But I feel the right mug for getting it, quite frankly, because I didn't realise you could get them yourself, and I thought it was like dealer only. So I paid 250 quid for it. I know, 250 quid. Seriously. I got this bike on Tuesday last week, which was the 7th of February. So I've had it now just over a week. I got it on the road, and it's been there's such a difference between this and the 125. You just can't even put it into words really. I mean, the main thing is of course the power, which is a major advantage with having the 600. It's something you don't quite appreciate until you have got a bigger bike. Because I mean, because I normally do when I'm not on placement, because I usually do a lot of motorway miles, 40 miles a day, going to Huddersfield University. You get stuck behind a lot of traffic on a 125, because quite often you get stuck behind a lorry that's doing 50, 60 mile an hour, and you've got fast moving traffic in the middle lane, and you just don't have the acceleration to be able to pull past. So you're just sort of stuck there. And equally when you're on country roads, you have exactly the same problem. You always find somebody who does 30 when it's a single carriageway. And it's nothing but a blowing pain. So having the extra power is just well worth it. I mean, even though with this bike I'm getting crucified with mirrors off. Getting crucified with fuel economy comparison, it's all worthwhile in the end. It's going to cost me about double to run this. It's roughly half as efficient as my 125. So not too bad, it's still cheaper than a car, still more efficient than a car, or most cars anyway. So I can't complain too much. It's going to pull across there, isn't it? Oh, it's not. That's a first. So yeah, no complaints. One of the major things I've had with this bike though is the gear change. The Phaser gear change is notoriously clunky, which I've certainly found it to be with this bike. I mean, even now I'm getting used to the gearbox a bit, but I'm still not 100%. I don't get the changes right all the time. Sometimes just slightly miss time my changes, so I get a bit of over rev, or I get that sort of being thrown forward thing where you're not quite timing it properly. But that's just me being a bit shit. So anyway, apart from that, I said before, it's power. It's amazing to have it. I can't wait until I get the restrictor off. You can actually, I've never ridden the bike unrestricted, but you can feel it, because you know there's more power there. But another thing, which is a big difference of course, is this is better at low speed. I think it's because it's a longer bike and it's heavier. Maybe, I don't know. But it's just a hell of a lot more stable. and that really is an advantage, because going in rush hour traffic to Huddersfield, the M62 is not always free flowing. It's red. Yeah, the M62 is not always free flowing, and sometimes, because they have speed cameras, especially now, you can just get caught out by them. And you know, you're doing 10 mile an hour or lower, so it's a big advantage to have that. I don't really lose any of the low speed grunt. Is that the right word to use? I still got the ability to ride at a low speed with this bike, which I didn't think I'd have. I can still, you know, slip the clutch a bit, which is obvious really, but it's hard to explain. On the 125, you've got really proportional power low down, and I thought that I'd lose that with this bike, but I haven't. Maybe it's because it's got, for a 4, some low down grunt, but I'm not really an expert on these things, so I don't know. It's taking a long time to change. So, yeah. The other thing, of course, is going from a 1-cylinder to a 4-cylinder, is that you lose the engine braking effect that you have with a smaller capacity single-cylinder bike, and it makes you rely a hell of a lot more on the brakes, because before I just used to slow down, you know, basically using the engine and just sort of lightly applying the rear brake just so I could get the light on. But with this one you don't really have that. You have some engine braking, gotta say, there is some there, it's just that it's nowhere near as effective as it is on a single cylinder. You probably don't have that issue if you've got a twin. I said before, I'm not sure, I've never really ridden a bigger twin. Actually, I have ridden my father's Harley. That good engine braking, gotta say. But nevertheless, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, just braking. Gonna indicate really late. Oh, who knows? That's oh. We're just a breaker, aren't we? Okay. So anyway, those are the major differences. I said before, it's fuel economy, which is a main bugbear with me, but I'm sure I'm about to get it up a bit from the 46 that I got this time. Having said that, I've been doing really short runs, you know, 6 minutes to work in Cold River like it has been with enrichment on. It's not exactly going to be favourable. Not exactly going to give favourable results in terms of economy, is it? I'm getting a bit hot now for the first time in about four months, it feels like. It's quite a nice warm day. So on a completely separate topic, I thought I might just talk about the usability of a 125. Oh, indicating way too late there. I saw a video by one of the other moto vloggers, can't remember who it was now, a few months ago, about how usable a 125 is. And I've got to come to kind of the same conclusions. I know that I'm not referencing the video, but I just can't remember who it was from. That a 125 is highly usable. It really is. It's a great bike, especially for city use. It's got enough power for that, and it's got enough power for occasional motorway use, but for what I was using it for, it wasn't really suited, which is motorway work for 20 miles one way and 20 miles the other way. It struggled a bit, man. Apart from that, absolutely great. Biggest bonus is fuel economy. I'm going to put into this car park, because it costs peanuts to run, unlike this, which costs, you know, premium sausages to run in comparison. Don't walk out. Thank you. Gosh, it's busy here today. This is Roundy Park. Bike bonus. Ooh. Looking much better in a bit of... It looks quite dirty actually. Yeah. Dust it off now. This is going to take a while to pull out of, I think. Especially when I'm not paying attention. Probably could have gone there. Right, okay. No car, no car, no car, no car. There we go, we're out. 600 bonus. acceleration off the line there that I never had with the 125, and I am very grateful for. Certainly. Oh, this bike's just so blooming good. Right, well then, since I am once again approaching work, I shall bid you farewell for today, and I hope to see you all again soon, although I don't actually see you because you're watching my videos. And obviously I'm not directly talking to you, but nevertheless, I shall see you later. Bye.